You.
Your brother, after all. Okay, so see, this what? Do you know the meaning of this? If I soothe you means what?
Happy करना.
See, I'll tell you. To make someone relax, comfortable. अगर कोई uncomfortable है, person who is afraid, you try to calm him down, relax. That is called soothing. So the man tried to relax the child by talking, sorry, by taking him to the roundabout swing. तो पहले उसको roundabout में ले गया. You know that child wanted to go there with his parents.
क्या sir?
This man who has
Hmm.
taken the child in his arms, first he took him to the roundabout swing. जहाँ उसको पहले
Yes.
से जाना ही था.
Hmm.
But now his parents were not there. So this man offered him a ride, but the child screamed and wept loudly that he wanted his parents. That's it. Why? First he wanted to go, but now he's crying. He's not sitting on the roundabout, which was his desire. Why?
Because he wants his parents.
So when parents are not there, you will not like anything in the world. See, that new man is trying to soothe him. He will
Yes.
take him to the sweet vendor, to the snake charmer. लेकिन अब उसको कुछ अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. He will not like anything because nothing is
He
more
will tell
important.
only one thing. I want my father. I want my mother.
I'm afraid that he won't. I think won't he slap him? तो काई नहीं है. No जाओ. See, this is roundabout. First, he took him to the roundabout,
Yes, sir.
but this child made this man's brain a roundabout. Continue.
Okay, sir. The man headed towards the place where the snake charmer still played on the flute by the swing cobra. Listen to that nice music, child. He played, but the child shut his ears and his fingers and shouted his double-pitched strain. I want my mother, I want my father. The man took him near the balloons, thinking the bright color of balloons would distract the child's attention and quieten him. Would you like a rainbow-colored balloon? He, he persuasively asked. The child
Persuasively.
persuasively asked. The child turned his eyes from the flying balloon and just sobbed, I want my mother, I want my father.
Okay, now I think he should get one slap. But he was poor, lost child. So pleaded means requested. When you plead someone, you request someone. And double pitched strain means usage of lot of force. See, uh, here, double pitched strain means very loudly with force. He shouted, "I want my mother. I want my father." So the man, what happened now? The man started walking back on the same route जहाँ से child वापस आया था. उसको सब चाहिए था. Now see, the man started walking back on the same route which the child had taken. So he took the child to the snake charmer. He asked him to listen to the nice music being played by the snake charmer. The child shut his ears with his fingers and screamed loudly that he wanted his parents. क्यों अब उसको नहीं सुनना था. The man took the child to the bright colored balloons, hoping that he might get cheered by seeing them. He offered a balloon to the child, but he turned away and he wept for father. Got it?
Yes, sir, got it.
Continue.
The man still trying to make the child happy, bore him to the gate where the flower sellers say, Look, can you smell those nice flowers, child? Would you like a garland to put round your neck?
So bore means carried. Here it is given. Bore means carried.
Yes, sir.
Carried him to the gate. उसको लेके गया. So the man tried to make the child happy and took him to the flower seller. He asked him to smell the fragrance of the flowers, the smell of the flowers, and offered him a garland. उसको एक वो bouquet जैसा कुछ दिया. Then what happened? The child turned his nose away from the basket and shouted, crying, "I want my mother, I want my father." Smell भी नहीं कर रहा था वो. Which kind of attitude is it? But parents, the most important thing. The most important people were not there. So now everything
Yes,
was
sir.
worthless for him. So you realize
Hmm.
the importance of parents. If parents are not there, money, assets, knowledge, you will not like
Yes.
anything.
Yes.
Continue.
The child turned his nose away from the basket and reiterated his sob. I want my mother, I want my father. Then came to humor his
પાછો શરૂ થયો.
thinking to humor his
અને કાંઈક
disconsolate
સમજાવો કોક. ઓલો મારશે ને તો.
thinking to humor his disconsolate charge by a gift of sweets. The man took him to the counter of the sweet shop. What sweets would you like, child? He asked the child, turned his face from the sweet shop and only sobbed. I want my mother, I want my father.
હવે કયો
Mulk Raj Anand.
now now his mind, he'll lose his mind. You just watch. So disconsolate means what? Uh, yes, here is the word. Is disconsolate means very unhappy, and you cannot comfort that person. उसको शांति नहीं करवा सकते. That is disconsolate. Console, we console someone, किसी को sympathy देना. That is consoling. But disconsolate means you cannot you cannot convince that person at all.
Mm,
You will keep on crying and crying,
yes.
and then you know you'll lose your mind. Then charge means a person or thing entrusted to the care. When you are in charge, means you are giving the duty. So finally, the man took him to the sweetmeat seller that he liked and offered to buy sweets for him. Still, the child did not want his favorite sweets, but he wanted his parents.
Yes.
So, do you think that he would have got his parents back?
I don't know.
How many are listening? How many understood this story
Sir, I understood.
fully?
Fully.
How was it?
Sir, I do it
Very
first.
nice.
At least 5 words you learned from this. Tell me which 5 words you learned which are new.
Sir, the 5 words were
Think and tell me. I'm giving you 5 minutes.
okay, sir.
Question answers which you have to write. I will take mark only that you will write from this 5, not all 5.
Sir, Facebook માં લખો ને સનાઈ
Of course, it is one of your textbooks.
Yes, then થોડી હાલો.
Supplementary reading number 1, Mulk Raj Anand. Yeah, I have also taken it for the first test of 20 marks.
લાને લીધું
Which
છે.
will, supplementary 1 I have taken, and lesson 1, 2 and poem 1, 2 plus grammar.
ઓહો સર કેટલું લેવું છે સર તમારે?
But English syllabus is the lengthiest.
સર માર્ક્સ તો ઓછા છે સર ઇંગ્લિશ ના.
But we will adjust it. But see, from English only one thing is asked from textbooks, only question answers. Rest all everything is grammar.
Yes, sir. Sir, we had learned the words hefty.
You tell me the spelling and the meaning.
HEFTY hefty. Then
Meaning?
क्या सर?
What is the meaning?
मतलब hefty मतलब भारी.
Yes.
फिर thrust THRUST.
Yes.
फिर SURGING.
Meaning.
फिर TRAMPLED. Trampled.
Along with meaning, please.
अच्छा मीनिंग भी देने के. सर सर्जिंग क्राउड मतलब बहुत से बहुत भीड़ भाड़. ट्रैम्पल मतलब कुचल जाना.
Crushed.
क्रश.
One more was there. Murderous eyes.
वो
Murderous means
So what-
cruel eyes.
सर वो कौन से पैराग्राफ में है?
See, I'll show you. Congested वाले paragraph में.
अच्छा उसमें ही है.
See, I'll show you.
हाँ सर मिल गया.
Got it? Here.
Murderous eyes. Got it.
Thrust means forced.
force. Okay, sir.
Soothe, yes. Soothe. To soothe means
Sir, then brutal also.
Yes. What is the meaning?
Sir,
Yeah.
yes.
Brutal, rough, harsh.
Ah, sir, rough. Sir.
Congested means,
कम जगह.
yes, means full of something.
Yes,
Surging,
sir.
you already told me surging means
Hmm.
powerful. Soothe, I'm asking. To soothe someone means,
Should का meaning should.
Calm the person. शांत कराओ.
yes, means to make someone relaxed,
Happy.
comfortable, or making them relax.
Happy.
हैप्पी तो ठीक है, लेकिन पहले तो शांत कराएंगे ना, हैप्पी तो बाद में.
बराबर बराबर से
Any
बराबर.
other words? Good. At least you told me 6, 7 words. Any other words still, if you can, because there are many words. I think
Hmm.
around 15 words
Oh. Sir, एक
which are
काम
new.
करना कौन sir, hard words करना कौन?
Yes, I'm thinking about it really, because then only you can write the correct question answers. I mean, so without any
Yes, sir.
mistakes.
Yes, sir. Like fifth or fourth, we have to first write hard words.
But hard
Then,
words, hard words are the basic things. Only then we can write grammar, English, anything.
Yes,
Even in
sir. Correct.
science, social, maths, everywhere, hard words will help you.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so just if you want to take screenshot later on, please don't ask me. You have to write question 1,
1,
4, 5.
4, and 5. Okay, sir.
Now,
Yeah, great.
Mustafa is there.
Mm,
Not there, no? So let me tell
Mustafa.
you, Mustafa had called me yesterday, and the same doubt I will solve it. He had asked me that he had written question answers from camp. I had sent it from another book, from Companion. I have it. You don't have it, no problem. We are using camp because grammar is given best in the camp. So if you have written a question answers from Companion, camp, it doesn't matter. Not at all.
Yes, sir.
Because when we were studying, when I was a student in 8th, 9th, or 10th, I used to write question answers on my own. But I would not suggest that to you. You can do it. It's okay. But just read the question answers. Don't mug up. In English, you should never learn the question answers. Never. That is what we were taught. Because you have understood the story, the lesson, then why not use your language? Yes, some words are there which you can use.
Mm,
You remember the words, but why not frame the sentences on your own?
yes, sir. Correct.
That is the correct way of learning. Just read the lesson
Mhm.
from the textbook 2 times and read the question answers from any digest, or even on internet you will get it because this is CBSE.
Yes, sir.
So never mug up the question
Yes,
answers.
sir.
See what they have written. Get lost. So what is the name of the author?
Molk Raj Anand.
Now I will tell you one trick how to get good marks in 10th standard in question answers. You know how will you start writing the answer? With the name of the lesson and the author.
Okay.
See, in all the question answers, the first line should be introductory line. That
Yes,
suppose
sir.
you are
In
writing
that
this.
Isaac Asimov in that lesson also in camp, it was
Yes,
starting with the author.
introductory line.
Yes, sir. First author and then chapter, or first chapter and then author.
That is the best way. Even in 9th standard, if you want me to give you good marks, suppose it is a 2 mark question, you want to give me 2 out of 2. Actually, I will not. 1.5 only I'll give, because in 10th
Camp, sir.
also, yes, it is a rule that you cannot get full marks. Yes, but if it is extraordinary, you can get. Suppose, see, I'll tell you, uh, 8 marks question answers, 2 marks each, total 4
Hmm.
questions. So out of 8, maximum you get is 6 or 6.5
Hmm.
overall. That is the
Uh,
rule. Like, and if you want like 7 out of 8, which is very difficult, next to impossible, then you have to start your answer with this. For example, in this lesson, you can start that in the lesson, The Lost Child, written by Mulkraj Anand, he has talked about a boy who goes to the fair with his parents, and how he gets lost in the fair and cries for his mother and father. This is the introductory line, and then you start your answer. You can make
Yes,
it on your own also, can't you?
yes, sir.
Yes, see, this is also one thing. The story The Lost Child shows a clear picture of how a child will want a number of things when he is with his parents, but when he is lost, when he is not with his parents,
Yes,
he will
sir.
not like any of those things.
Hmm.
I will send you, but the question answers are longer in the companion.
Okay, sir.
You can use camp, I don't mind.
Yes, sir.
So today itself, this has to be done. Now let me open the. See, the most interesting lesson which I like is this. Do you
Okay.
know which one? Have you heard this?
In the kingdom of fools.
वो स्टोरी थी ना हिंदी में अंधेरी नगरी गंडू राजा.
अभी तक नहीं आया ऐसा.
It was there. Everything at one anna. Everything is sold at one anna. Whether it is a pin or a car,
लालू लगा रहे थे.
everything at same price.
Oh.
Whether it is eatable, any furniture or anything,
Okay,
everything
दिमाग
at.
में क्या आ गया?
But this is the name in the kingdom of fools. It was the kingdom. It was the place where fools stayed. But it is very interesting story.
Hmm.
Very interesting. But it will take around 3 lectures. But if you are present for all the 3 lectures, it's very interesting.
સર બહુ મોટી કે નથી સર?
બે પેજ
Means it will take time.
Time take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
એક ટાઈમ
8 pages.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, Facebook ક્યારે check કરવાના?
Behave.
Fairbook PDF you have to send me as soon as you complete.
પીડીએફ
Sir, PDF ને.
Sir, it is behave.
Yes, I am just marking. I'm just taking which we have done.
Okay.
See,
Yes,
this
sir.
much we have done. Lesson 1, poem 1, and lesson 2, part 1.
Part 1. Yes, sir. Done.
Now this one is left, which we are doing now. Very easy
Wait,
it is. Very easy. Poem. Poem 2.
Sir,
Wind.
point to easy though.
Subramania Bharti. No, actually, if you feel it is easy, it's good. But the poets, their language is very typical language.
Yes, sir.
So who is this
Question
Subramania
answer
Bharti?
is Subramaniam Bharti. Indian.
Yes, in the poem, this poet's name is Subramania Bharti. I'm opening the poem. Just a second. But my favorite poem was The Road Not Taken.
Yes, sir.
See. If you zoom it, is it visible?
Yes, sir. I am reading from textbook.
No, I mean, if you just check the screen, please. Means it's okay if I don't zoom it.
Yes, sir. It is okay.
સર વી કેન
So first of all, yes. Who else is there? Sakib is there. Is mic working?
Yes, sir. Mic is working properly.
માઇક
I
Your
want
mic
someone
is
to
not
read now.
working properly, I think.
Yes, sir.
Someone to- Yes,
શાંતિઓ
Sakib, please read this poem. Then I'll explain. What happened?
Can I read?
Yes, no problem. Then read.
Wind. The wind blows strongly and causes a lot of distraction. How can we make friends with it? Sir,
Yes.
I have to read full the poem at once or one line.
No, full poem. Then I'll explain.
Okay. Wind comes softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. Then look what you did. You throw them all down. You tore the pages of the book. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings, frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling raptors, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling leaves, crumbling
Lives.
lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steady fast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day.
Okay. Poet?
Just please mute your mic.
Yes, please mute. There's a lot of disturbance. What's the poet's name?
Subramaniam Bharti, translated from the Tamil by A.K. Ramanujan.
Yes, this is translated from Tamil. And Subramania
Sir, I
Bharti.
had to read that box also.
Yes, you can read.
Subramaniam Bharti, 1882 to 1921. He is a great Tamil poet, famous for his patriotism in the pre-independence era. A.K. Ramanujan is a Canadian English poet, well known for his translation of classical and modern poetry.
Okay. So patriotism is Desh Bhakti. 1 second. See, I'm presenting the screen again. Within a minute, I want to open images. 2 or 3 images are there.
Okay, so no problem.
I just want to check whether I've got it. Sakib, sir, don't get angry. I will give you Burfi. He has messaged. Mr. Sakib,
Yes, sir.
you have messaged.
Yes, sir. I don't think why, but my mic is not working.
Okay, no problem.
વર્કિંગ તો કરે છે અત્યારે.
Your mic is working.
Sir, I don't know now why, but working. But
Sir, wind is coming
Yes, wind.
from my mic. Voice of wind is coming. That.
You can see the images clearly, right?
Ah, sir, clearly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Lily.
I just want to make it
આને
interesting
લે
for you.
એટલે હું છે પાછો
Why you want to do that work? Okay, you zoom it. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay, so now I'll explain it to you.
Okay, sir.
First introduction I'm giving. Listen to me. So we all know that wind is a natural phenomenon. It is not in our hands.
Yes,
We
sir.
cannot stop. We cannot do anything. We just have to close our doors.
Yes,
So
sir.
in this poem, the poet talks to the wind. You know which figure of speech it is? Poet is talking to the wind, which is not possible.
હા સર સાચી વાત
સાચી વાત પણ figure of
Yes,
speech
sir.
નહીં. Forgot figures of speech. You're
Sir,
talking to
આટલી
the
બધી
dead or
એક
absent
સારવાર
person.
કેવી રીતે યાદ રહે સર યાર?
But remember that example, twinkle twinkle little star, how I wonder what you are. That boy talking with the star, which is not possible.
હા હા બરાબર બરાબર.
હા સર વાહ 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 સર
So
વાહ
think I'm giving you time. Chalo, 15 minutes we have. Till the end you give me, okay? So poet talks to the wind. The power of wind has been described, and the poet says that wind is destructive. It can destroy everything. and it is right.
Yes,
Wind say that,
correct.
right? Fire,
Correct, correct.
water, and what
Trees
else?
also.
Fire, water, and air. You cannot control these three things.
બરાબર.
હવા, પાણી, આગ. So he has linked the destructive power of wind to the adversities of life. Means here poet is not actually talking about wind. He says that we also have adversities of life. Means hard times we have in our life. And he says that weak people break down. Those who are weak, they will cry, they will break down. But stronger people emerge out of adversities. They come out with the challenges and they become even stronger. So the poem gives an important message. Remember, it will help you in the question answers that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardships of life.
વાહ સાહેબ.
A, a weak person breaks down, like a weak building crumbles when there is earthquake or something like that. We must make these destructive forces our friends. So when this hardship comes in our life, we should make it our friend, like Jethalal does. With our strength and determination, we can come across all the adversities. Right? Jethalal's life is also full of adversities.
સર એ તો શો છે ને પણ.
Yes. Are you all listening?
સર અવાજ તો આવે છે એટલે લિસન
Yes,
તો
sir.
થાય જ.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the meaning of poking fun? Poking fun means making fun of something. And
સર
weaklings
અવાજ
means a
કટ
person
થાય
who
છે.
is weak. Person who is weak. See, first I'm explaining from here. Till here. Can you see the bracket?
Yes, sir.
So the poet is talking to the wind. Please mute your mic.
સર ઓલા હર્ષ નું
Mute.
માઇક ઓપન છે.
Harsh. Harsh.
એ
Harsh.
હર્ષ.
Harsh, please mute. Please. Okay. Harsh. What is wrong? See, listen. The poet is talking to the wind. He asks the wind to come softly. So he is saying that wind should not be very strong and loud. It should be soft and subtle. Then he says that the wind is very powerful. It is destructive. It breaks the shutters of the windows and scatters the papers. Are you understanding? It will scatter
હા
the
સર હા
papers.
સર.
It will break the shutters of your windows. So when the wind is very powerful, all the books which are kept on the shelf, they fall down. So here the poet is
સર હર્ષ
describing.
કેમેરા ચાલુ કરે સર.
Yeah, what is this? I'm not able to understand. Or please see, then I will have to inform the host to remove you, please. Okay,
સર હેશટેગ કિક હર્ષ.
listen. When the wind is very powerful, all the books which are kept on the shelf, they fall down. So here the poet is describing the power of the wind. Then he says to the wind to look at the destruction that it had done. Whenever there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak, like small plants, tiny children like you, they all get scared and they can even fall or get hurt. See the children like this, they get hurt. So we can say that initial part of the poem, the poet is referring to the wind as a young child. He is saying that it should come softly, just like small child does. How does the small child come softly, slowly? Same way the wind should come slowly. Okay. Am I clear?
યસ સર.
In the later part, we come to know that the wind is destructive, just like a youth. How the youngsters are very energetic. Same way, the wind is also energetic, just like a young boy or a young girl who is full of energy. Violence means takatwar and destruction you can do at your young age. Same way, the wind is becoming powerful. Then next, frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters. What is the meaning of crumbling? Bar bar crumbling, crumbling word used why? Means falling or to cause something to break down. Okay. What are rafters? Sloping beam which support the roof of the building. This kind of roof which supports the building, that are rafters. So here the word crumbling is repeated. It is repetition, right? So many times to lay the stress that everything crumbles in the face of strong wind. Are you all listening? Hello.
Ah, sir, listening.
How many are listening? Tell me.
One Muhammad Hussain, second Muhammad Hussain, and third Hussain.
Yes, means others are not listening, right?
હા સર એવું લાગે છે તો ખરી.
No,
સર મોહમ્મદ
So in the
અબ્બાસ
second,
ગેમ એમના વયો ગયો લાગે છે.
okay. Muhammad Abbas is not listening.
બોલો
Saqib is not
મોહમ્મદ
please
અબ્બાસ.
listening.
Yes, sir.
મોહમ્મદ
Bolo,
છો
bolo.
to
સર.
find me.
Bolo, bolo,
Arey,
બોલો
bolo,
be
bolo.
બોલો.
here.
Part of
Muhammad
me.
Abbas, Saqib, Ursh, all of you be here. I am explaining, then you will not understand it. You will not be able to
Sir,
learn question
sir,
answers.
you are in school and I am at home. I cannot come to school, sir.
I mean, you will not be able to learn the question answers easily. So please be attentive.
Why?
Okay, sir.
Intently.
Why?
Be listen to me intently.
Okay, sir.
ઓકે સર
See.
હું તો ક્યારું ના
Okay,
સાંભળું
okay,
જ છું
quiet,
Ah,
સર.
quiet.
ખબર છે હો.
See this. Crumbling is
એ
given.
આવો વધારે
Crumbling
દોઢું જ
means
નહીં થવાનું.
it it breaks down. So the word crumbling is repeated. It is repetition so many times. Why? To stress that everything crumbles in the face of strong wind. When there is strong wind, everything will fall down. So the writer is saying, poet is saying that the wind is very powerful. It is very strong. It leads to the breakage of everything. Houses which are weak, like kacha houses, they fall. Doors which are weak, they fall. The beams of the roof, like this, beams of the roof of the buildings are supported, they also fall. All the wooden structures fall. जो wooden houses है, जो भी wooden चीज है, that will fall. All the bodies of the people fall. Those who are weak. Animals, lives, hearts, everything will fall down if it is strong wind blowing. So he is saying that everything crumbles, everything breaks down. Understood? Everything that is weak reacts by falling down and breaking in the face of adversity. So when hard times come in our life, some people, some of us break down, we crumble, right? Hello.
Yes sir.
I am thinking that I'm just speaking to the walls.
No, sir,
Sir,
not to walls. You are speaking to a
sir,
phone so that we can
you are
hear, sir.
speaking to your
Okay.
microphone and we are listening.
Okay, okay, thank you. So the poet is saying that whenever a weak person faces any problems in life or challenge, then he will break down and he will fall. So never be that weak. Then it is given the wind god winnows and crushes them all. See, this is called winnowing. You know what is this? To winnow means what? To separate the grain from the husk. ये जो grains है वो कचरे में से अलग कर रहे हैं वो. These ladies. That is called winnowing. So the poet is addressing to the wind god. Poet is calling wind as god, and he is saying that the powerful god of wind winnows. That means he stiffs all the people, and those people who are weak will fall down. See, इसमें से क्या होता है जो कचरा होता है वो गिर जाता है when they winnow it. Same way when the wind is blowing, when the problems come in our life, the weak people will fall down, they will get crushed, and the strong people will not break. तो वो सेपरेट हो जाएगा कौन स्ट्रांग है और कौन वीक राइट सो हियर a comparison is made between wheat and people. Wheat होता है ना इसमें गेहूं, you know that. Hello. Hello. Am
Yes
I audible?
sir. Yes sir. સર હું 2 સેકન્ડ આટો લેફ્ટ ગયો હતો એટલે.
So in this, ladies are winnowing wheat. They are separating wheat from husk. From wheat, they are separating so that it can be eaten. So same way, wheat is compared with people. Just like we winnow the wheat to separate the grain from chaff, the wind god separates the strong people from the weak people. When there is strong wind, all the things that are weak fall and get crushed. So the poet wants us to make friends with the wind. Means we should be friendly with the problems that we face in our life, right? He says that the problems will not listen to us. Will the problems listen to you if you tell them, please go right now, come later on?
No,
So we should be friends with that. We should be friends with the wind. Means we should be friends with our problems. They will come. So we should be prepared mentally. In preparation, what should we do? We should build strong homes. We should close the doors of our house firmly, tightly, so that the wind cannot get into. And then he says that we should also make our bodies strong. Means we should be strong physically, exercise daily, and our hearts should be firm to face the challenges. You should not be soft-hearted when you face problem. Means you should not be weak-hearted. Sorry, your heart should be strong enough to bear anything that comes to you. Should face each and everything with courage. And then once we are strong enough, all the challenges will be like friends. See, once you will be strong, your heart will be strong when you say all is well, right? Like that Three Idiots. Then what will happen? When you are strong enough, the challenges will become your friends and you will say, yes, come, I want more and more challenges. We will not feel that they are troublesome. Then you will not feel that the challenges are troublesome for you. Okay.
okay, sir.
What is this? What is wrong with you?
No, sir.
Listen to me, the poet is giving an important message that we should not feel bad that we are facing so many challenges and adversities in life. We should make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face these challenges. And once we are strong enough, we will overcome the challenges. We will become friends with them. And then we will be happy that we had these challenges. Instead, we will be happy in our life because these challenges will help us to become stronger and better, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So find out the figures of speech from this poem. From this poem. Question answers you have to write. Please take screenshot if you want to. I will tell you which one.
Screenshot taken.
Only these three.